So this is a 2019 Lunar Clubman SB, just going to take you around the van and show you how it operates. The hitch up procedure we'll go through in person here on site, and we'll demonstrate exactly how that works. On the bulkhead of the caravan you've got the gas regulator with the gas pipe work coming down, with a changeover valve on top. The green valve, when you've got the green side pointing towards the gas pipe on this side for instance, that is the gas bottle you'll be running from. If you had a second bottle connected and you wanted to change over the gas supply, you can spin over the valve, point the arrow to the pipe work on this side, which obviously isn't here at the moment, and then you could run 2 gas bottles on the van without having to keep changing the gas pipe over. Coming down this side of the van, you've got the Aldi heating flue for the heating and hot water systems, and that is simply there to vent or to allow the hot air and the gas fumes out the side of the van instead of venting them on the inside of the van. You've then got your wind down leg on either side at the front of the caravan, and this is for stabilising the caravan. You would never lift the caravan with the 4 wind down legs. You've then got your water pump connection, which clips into place by pulling back the blue trigger and pushing it into place and dropping the water pump into the barrel itself. You've got your battery box where your battery would go, and it's very simply 12mm nuts on each of those connections that you tighten up onto the top of the battery terminals, and you've got your mains power lead coming into the side of the caravan, as you can see. On the side of the van you've got your 2 fridge vents, and they are simply there to allow the hot air out the side of the fridge units, and you've also got a gas flue on the top vent on the right hand side of that. The motor mover and wheel nuts, the wheel nuts will be torqued before the caravan leaves site. And if that isn't done, please do ask a member of the team to do that. And if you've got the with the motor mover, that will be demonstrated at the end of this video. You've got your grey waste pipes coming out the side of the van, so essentially your fresh water that goes in the front comes out the side of the van. You have 2 pieces of grey pipe that go into the circles on the outside of the pipe work, and that will drop down into your waste master. You've then got underbed storage, where you can access the single beds at the rear for the storage underneath, and you can also access that from the inside of the van. You've got your toilet flush tank here at the back of the van also. This takes 3.5 litres of water and a cap full of the pink fluid. At the bottom you've got your toilet waste cassette, which you can release by pulling up the orange handle and pulling the cassette towards you. The neck here will actually turn out so you can tip the waste away, and the grey cap here is a measure for the blue fluid, and in here you'd put 1 litre of water and a cap full of the blue fluid prior to use. On the back of the toilet cassette you've got an orange pressure relief button, so as you're tipping the waste away it doesn't spit and splatter back at you. On the back of the caravan on either side you've got your wind down legs to stabilise the caravan, as I said at the front, but again you would never lift the caravan with these legs. You've got another storage locker on this side to access the single bed on this side of the van, and again that is there. Again you can access the storage from the inside also. The front of the van you've also got storage locker to access underneath the beds, and this one I believe is a wet locker on this particular van, so you can put wet items in there without it going onto the inside. Then got your barbecue gas point and your other wind down leg. We'll go on to the inside of the caravan now and walk you through the systems on the inside. First of all, above the door when you've got mains power connected or a battery, this control panel here is to turn the power on inside the van. So you've got your master power, you've got your internal light, you've got your awning light, the brightness of the lights above the cabinet, so you press and hold the button when it comes on, and that will allow you to adjust the brightness of the lights up and down, as you can probably see there. On here you've got some options that aren't necessarily relevant to this caravan. It is a generic control panel that they used across the Lunar range. So just here you've got a fresh water level, which again won't be used on this van, and at the bottom you've got your battery leisure voltage, which isn't on at the moment but will be. Active battery current leisure, so that means the battery that is on the van, and that is the charge rate, sorry, on this side. You've got your mains current that's coming into the caravan, so as you can see 7.5 to 7.6 amps, and then it's got a solar panel on the end, which I don't believe this van is actually fitted with, but I'll check as we go around the van. So that's your control panel for the caravan. You've got your water pump run here. So to fill the water system, you come up over to every tap on board the caravan, and you'll probably be able to see when I turn the tap on that I've already filled the water system, so it's ready to go. So to fill it, like I said, you'll open all the taps up on the hot side. That's the sink in the kitchen, the sink in the bathroom, and the shower also. And you come underneath the seat on the front right hand side of the caravan, and you'd be looking for the yellow drain down valve. So that yellow drain down valve, which you can see just there, is in the filled position, as I'm sure you can probably appreciate with the water system being full. To drain the water system down, you'd pop that valve upright towards the bottom of the seat. The white little system that you see to the right hand side of that yellow valve is actually a pressure valve for the water system. So if the water pressure was low, you could actually adjust it in and out, or if the pressure was too high, you could actually slow down the water pressure if you wish to. The hot water tank is in that back corner, and the heating system, as you can see just there. You don't need to do anything with that. I'll run you through how that works from the outside of the van. So once that yellow valve is shut and the taps are all open and the aqua all connected, you can come over to the control panel and turn on the water pump just up here on the control panel. And once the water system is full, you'd have water coming out of every tap on board the caravan. And once that's full, you'd shut all the taps off, and that's when you got water running continuously out of every tap on the caravan. At that point, you can go to the heating and hot water control panel just up by the door here. As you can see, the control panel comes on when you turn on the power. Internal temperature of the van at the moment is 29.5 degrees. And if we press the menu button, it will take you into the options for the caravan. As I'm sure you can probably appreciate with the temperature on the screen, we haven't got the heating currently turned on. But to control the heating temperature, you go up or down, depending on where you want the temperature to be set. And you can go right up to 30 degrees for the water temperature itself, heating temperature itself. On the bottom one here, you've got your option to run the hot water. So you've got hot water on and hot water boost when you hit it for a second time. If you've got the heating on at the same time, it will actually turn the heating off while it is warming the water system up, and vice versa. It will put priority to the heating rather than the hot water. Just here, where the power symbol is, you've got the option to run 1 kilowatt, 2 kilowatt, or 3 kilowatts of power coming into the caravan. Now, for instance, if you wanted to run 1 kilowatt, you'd set it to 1, depending on the site you're on. If you had 2 kilowatts, you'd set it to 2, and 3 also. Like I said, it will just depend on the amount of power you've got coming into the caravan from the caravan site you're on. To ignite the gas system on board the caravan, very simple to do. You'll press the gas symbol just down in this bottom left-hand corner, and that will very simply ignite the gas system for the heating and hot water only. It will not control anything else on board the van. You have got some options on the bottom right-hand side of the screen, which we advise you read the manual for, just due to the fact that if I took you through all those, the video would probably take about 3 hours to complete. So that's your heating and hot water and main control panel for the caravan. The fridge we're going to go to next, very simple to use. You've got your power on the left-hand side of the fridge just here. And at the moment, we're operating on mains power for the caravan. If you wanted to run gas, you could press the gas option just here, and that would ignite the gas system for the fridge. And when it has ignited, you'll be able to control the temperature on electric or gas on the button on the right-hand side here. If it failed to ignite on gas, it'd actually flash the red warning light on this side, and also the pilot light just here. And like I said, that is the pilot light also for the gas system. If you want to run 12 volt when you're towing down the road, so you can use the fridge as a cool box, you can press the 12 volt mode here. And like I said, that will normally activate when you're connected to a car. However, at the moment, we are not connected to a car. On 12 volts from the car, you will not be able to control the temperature of the fridge, because the fridge will work solely as a cool box. Just here, you've got the cooker, as you can see. So you've got your 240 mains hob at the back, you've got your gas rings, and you've also got the gas hob and oven as well. Now that will allow you to run the gas system. When the gas is turned on, it'll allow you to run that through there. And you've got the igniter on the right hand side. You've got a light as well for the oven at the bottom, as you can see. It doesn't stay on permanently, it's just one of the push buttons. So once you, it does actually stay on permanently, sorry, on this one. So you can put it on and turn it off should you wish to. In the rear of the caravan, you've got the toilet system, which again is very simple to use. You've got an electric flush on the toilet, and you've got your grey waste handle at the bottom, which you'll push across to allow the waste into the toilet cassette underneath the van. The next part of the video you'll see is a motor mover demonstration. However, when that part of the motor video is done, that'll actually be the end of the video, so I'm going to say goodbye now. I hope you enjoy the caravan. If you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to give us a call here at the Caravan Company, and we'd be more than happy to help. Like I said, please continue watching for the motor mover demonstration. Thank you very much for watching, and like I said, we hope you enjoy the van. To operate the motor mover, you'll need the motor mover engagement bar, which looks just like this. You'll put it onto the socket, on the, or the nut on the side of the van. Oh, and with the door shut. You'll be able to pull open the motor mover bar and lock it into place. At that point, you'll be able to go around to the other side of the van with the red power key that you can see here, and the controller. You'll be able to turn the power on in the side locker with the key. You put it into place and turn it 90 degrees. You'll be able to press the 2 green buttons on the controller to turn it on, as you can see here. And then you'll release the handbrake on the front of the van to be able to move it. Then you've got forwards, backwards, turn, and turn back the other way. Then turn again, and turn the opposite way. When you're done with the mover, you can turn it off with the 2 green buttons on the controller. You can pull the handbrake on, turn the power off in the side locker. The key for that is in the side locker. Come around to the other side of the van and disconnect the mover from the wheel by simply pulling the bar back up and releasing it from the van.